This weekend marks my second year getting back into blading. Here are a few of my favorite clips from the last 12 months. So I've got these new ground control 3-wheel frames that I wanted to test out. So last week, took a bit of a spill. I was trying to do a wall ride and really wasn't anything too difficult, but just slipped, stupid mistake, and fell. Braced myself and really jacked up my wrist. I thought it was broken. I went to urgent care a few hours after the injury and got an x-ray. Didn't have anything visible. They said maybe a hairline fracture, but ice it. So a couple days later, the bruising was crazy, so blue, so gross. The swelling was really bad. That injury was so minor, but it could have been really bad. And I kind of feel like I dodged a bullet on this one and not broke my wrist. If I break my wrist, I'm gonna have a real difficult time working, difficult time taking care of my family. So it's worth investing in a wrist guard. So I got new skates. These are the 72 mil USD Aeons. Yeah, it's gonna take some getting used to. I mean, I don't think I've really gotten boot down on any of them. And if I did, I slip right out. Man, I'm getting frustrated. Like I never had to work this hard to get a Royale. Oh, you bastard. Yeah. Putting that front foot really far out there, at least it feels like I am. I'll have to watch the video and see, but it feels like I'm trying to put that front foot way far out and get really like almost UFO on it. Oh! Ah, hey! 3 in a row.
Something that.
Oh man. So there's no liner to this thing?
No, it is. It is what
it is. A liner?
It is the one piece, dude. That's all. That's it.
It's something else, man. It just feels like they're attached, like they're shoes almost.
Yeah, the boots. Imagine these perfect like hockey skate, but with aggressive on.
Yeah.
Like it's boot to boot. There's no cut, but not needed because of the way the V cut and the way they form. If you remember the old Deshies, it's very similar.
All right. I got. You got to.
You have a baseline now. You got a taste.
You're doing to me. Way back there, that was the old 50/50 office, as seen in VG 17. Gate around it now, and probably going to get kicked out pretty soon. So things change. Probably the most famous school from the 90s, Roy Anderson. You might want to cover your eyes. This is not going to be pretty. Oh no, my beautiful rails. What have they done to you? Oh. So it used to be the perfect rail. It was a nice, what, 6-step, 7-step. And there's this ledge over here that you could grind out. And then that big ledge that you could jump and ride off or grind out. Laguna. Taco Loco. Jesse. This one's pretty knocked up. I remember this spot mostly probably because of B-Love Backside Royale. Maybe VG3?
Into the CAD model is because it comes out as all these line vector works, right?
What else changed from this?
From the Seba
More than normal.
carbons, I was like really interested in trying them, and it's like, all right, I'll do it. I mean, kind of expensive.
Oh my god. It feels so different. I got new skates. These are the Seba CJ 10th Anniversary Edition carbon skates. So I got these Kaiser Arrows with 80mm rollerblade hydrogen wheels and some rollerblade SG9 bearings. So trying a new setup today. I've got these Featherlight 3 frames that came with my Razor shifts, and I bought myself some anti-rocker wheels. It's a new setup for me, but I'm actually not hating anti-rocker. I like the feeling of being able to jump on grinds and not worry about sticking. I do get that same feeling on the Wish frame, but the Wish frame is longer, which means that my stride feels different. It's a really weird balance. That back royale felt amazing. I absolutely love grinding on anti-rocker. I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed anymore to admit it. I got new skates. These are the Valo V13 Alex Broscal Midnight skates. I got back into blading in 2016 after taking 12 years off. Now I'm hooked, skating every weekend and sharing videos to help motivate people to come back to blading. I was one of the owners of 50/50, one of the original aftermarket frame companies. I never realized how much of an impact 50/50 made to the sport, and how much I miss it today. Last summer, I started chatting with my old friend and 50/50 founder Jess Deerenforth about the possibility of bringing it back. He dug through old emails and got me in contact with the original frame manufacturer. After months of mold testing, I got a set of 50/50 balance frames, fresh from the factory. And here they are, brand new 50/50 balance frames, complete with juice blocks. I'm going to skate them for a few weeks to make sure they're still good. And then if you're interested, I'll let you know how you can order your own set. Make sure to follow 50/50 Frames on Facebook and Instagram for updates. And subscribe here if you want to see them in action. But I got these K2 R100 frames last month and outfitted them with some 100 mil mushroom blading undercover wheels. These things are ridiculous. Oh! Feeling it. So I'm back on the Valo, doing the Midnight V13 again. I swapped out the frames. Wasn't a huge fan of the Valo frames. I felt like the frames that came on it were a little long. I think they're 270 mil for anti-rocker. So I swapped them out with some 50/50 balance frames. Obviously. I'm keeping the Valo wheels on though, and bearings. So the only thing that I swapped is the frame itself. Over it. Oh, I love this ledge. Hey, slipping and sliding. What the? Well, it rained all last night, and everything is soaking, but the flatland is still dry. That was close. Ha ha! Look at that! Look at me! Ah, there he goes. I still gotta get lower. My wheels are too straight. Oh, hi. All right. There it is. There it is. Oh, I even led with this foot. That felt good.
Oh, hey old mate, it's Guy Crawford here. Just wanted to give you a quick example on how I do rollerblading. It's very cold in Toronto, so I'm wearing gloves, and my future is very bright, so I have to wear sunglasses. But I'm going to show you how to do rollerblading tricks. They're really fun, and I think you will like them. You ready? Are you ready? Let's do it. Oh, I'm alright. Let me give you the other.
I got new skates. These are the Rollerblade New Jack Teams, the 2018 edition. They're pretty good looking, dude. Back in the days, I was experimenting with topside tricks. Actually landed top soles, landed top acids, and then I landed kind grinds. And I fell a few times and I got scared, so I stopped. But I'm going to learn them again. I do it. So these are the Kaiser Trimax 3-wheel 110 mil frames. All right, let's do some slides. One more. Whoa! Little style. All right, I've been waiting for this day for probably 6 months. These are the Aeon 60s. And I think they look great. That was a little sticky. Hey, there it is. So this is something a little new. You know, over the last year and a half or so, I've had a lot of people ask, you know, just random questions about skate tech and what skates I like. And, you know, I try to do reviews, but you can only do so much in the short amount of time that I have. We get a little deeper into it on the podcast, but, you know, that's just audio. So I wanted to do something that gave me a chance to talk about gear. You know, I love skates. I love rollerblading. I love aggressive. I love fitness. You know, I love anything that I can do with wheels on my feet. And I wanted to find a way to talk about it and show you a few things and try to explain some concepts that might make a little more sense if I had something to show. So I'm doing this show. It's called Gear Talk. I'm going to do it every other Wednesday. Just test it out, see if people like it. So I got new skates. These are the Powerslide Swell 125 road skates. Otherwise, pretty boring. Not much going on today. Should be pretty. Oh, my daughter's here. Stop right past the line. There you go. Good job. You got it. Almost did it. I'm getting it. Ah. That felt good. All right, pretty good day. One of the better. Yeah, it's a good session. Maxine did a great job.
Yes, I did.
She's gonna be out here more often, so let's. Not sure what she should work on next, but I'm gonna read up and see if I can find some.
I think I want to work on turns next.
Turns are good. Turns are good.
Like not like turn, but like actually like twist, like in a circle.
Oh, like spins?
Yeah.
That sounds great too. We've got goals. I love it. I got new skates. So these are the Them 908s. And they're pretty cool. Are you kidding me? Charging. All right, I'm gonna try to hit Royale on every obstacle I could find, and yeah, just make sure that I like them. I like them. Spoiler alert, I like them, but let's see what else I can hit. I don't know why, but I've been kind of dreaming about doing unities. So I'm sure many of you know our good friend Robert Guerrero was shot in a retreat in Peru just a few days ago. The GoFundMe has a picture of Rob doing a grind on a rail in a very Rob style. I mean, it's the epitome of Rob. First, it's very goofy. You know, Rob's got an amazing sense of humor, but also it's got this very balanced. You know, he's on the rail. You know, in the meditation pose. The trick is called a cowboy, or it's called a cab driver, depending on which way you want to go. I'm going to start calling that trick the Rob G. Oh, that was good. Oh, that was it. That was it. Oh! Ah! Just got to get off. That was it. Ah! Love you, Rob. We got this. We'll be here for you. Just get better soon, man. I've been waiting for this day since I got back into blading. So these are the Wizard NR100 frames with mushroom blading 100mm wheels on a Seba CJ boot. Too fast. It's my birthday! It's my birthday still. So apparently I miscounted and I only had 41. So here's trick 42. So my youngest daughter has a play date, and I was asked to bring her out here. So that brings me to Carborough.